Hi there guys and girls, for my next YouTube video I thought I would do a top 5 Mortal Kombat X fatalities. A lot of the fatalities in MKX, as I've mentioned in the past, are slice and dice ones, but there are 5 that I consider like the absolute best Mortal Kombat X fatalities, and I wanted to talk about those right now. Number 5. So Erron Black was a great new MKX character, or new character in the Mortal Kombat world. You know, he's basically the cowboy character, cowboy bounty hunter, based on Clint Eastwood, very direct in the way he talks. A lot like Clint Eastwood. If you've ever watched Clint Eastwood films, you know, that's how he is. So, you know, that's how he is with his character, that's how he acts. But, how are his fatalities? Now, Erron Black, I've got a love-hate with Erron Black. He's a very interesting character for me. He has 2 fatalities. One where he shoots a hole in him, he throws a sand thing in there, and then he shoots that and all the sand comes out. I think that's the worst fatality in MKX, just because it's very strange. I find it very odd, all the sand coming out. The fatality makes no sense to me. It's just a weird one. I don't know how the fuck they passed that. He could have done so many other cool things, Erron Black. So many other cool things. You know, but instead he does that, you know, like he has the coolest x-ray, the names on the bullets and that. And he's got this weird sand fatality. I don't get that, you know, but his other fatality, I really like. It's where he basically kneecaps them and then bang, 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 and then unloads like a 6-shooter on them and to take them down. I think that's a really cool fatality, and that one I'm putting in the 5th spot.
Finish him! Erron Black wins. Fatality.
Number 4. So for number 4, I'm giving this to Reptile. His little acid bath, I really like it. I like the unique fatalities in MKX. You're probably going to notice that all the fatalities on this list are the unique ones. And in 4th spot, I'm giving it to Reptile with his little acid bath. He shoots them, and they melt and fall into the acid, and then his tongue grabs their head and eats their head, you know. That's just great. You know, I love the unique fatalities. I love the character themed fatalities, and this is definitely character themed, and this is definitely a great one for Reptile.
Finish him! Reptile wins. Fatality.
Number 3. So for 3rd spot, oh, this is a great fatality, you know, and I was thinking, should it be higher on the list, but oh, it's so close. Number 3 and number 2 for me are really close together, but I'm going to put Cassie Cage's in 3, and that's the selfie fatality. This fatality is so great. It's so fucking messed up. She she breaks their jaw like that, and the jaw's like hanging off. Then she grabs them like, selfie, click, like that. And the fatality doesn't just end there. Then basically, you see the photo like appear on like an imitation Facebook. I think it's called Friendbook or something. And the picture appears there, and then you see all the comments coming up under the photo like, you guys look great, you know, why is Kano on your friends list, Cassie, you know, from Sonya. And then you see Kano saying, hey baby, or something, like all these funny comments popping up, you know, in the comments of this, like, you know, selfie that's been put on Friendship Book. This is all part of the fatality, you know, and sometimes those comments actually change too. In the fatality, this is so great. It's just so fucking hilarious. It's one of the funniest Mortal Kombat fatalities I've seen. And here's the thing, I've talked about Mortal Kombat 3 fatalities being like silly, like stupid, like Jackson, it gets really big and then this foot just comes down. You just laugh at it because it's so stupid, but I never thought it was gory. But this is so fucked up. Like, she hits them with the, she hits them and their jaw's like hanging off, and because of MKX's detailed engine, like, you know, the face looks all fucking real and it's all hanging off, you know, it's like super violent and then super funny at the same time. It's like the pinnacle of black comedy. So that's why it gets number 3 on my list.
Finish him! Cassie wins. Fatality.
Number 2. So for number 2, I had to give this to Sub-Zero. I really like this one. He basically makes a bed of ice spikes, pushes them down, they impale on all the ice spikes, and then he just jumps on them and whoopah, just like that, just to make sure that they're impaled even further. And then you see one of the ice spikes come up and push their eye out of the eyeball socket. You know, it's a great fatality, and it's kind of a throwback for me to the Mortal Kombat trilogy ice spike fatality. I always thought that was kind of cool. You know, and this is just, you know, that, you know, amplified to the 100th degree. You know, it just looks amazing. It's quick, it's brutal, it's detailed, and I really like it. And it just got in there above Cassie Cage's in number 2 spot.
Finish her! Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Number 1. I have to give it to the Scorpion fatality. I have to give it to the Scorpion fatality. The Scorpion fatality was legendary. When they announced MKX at E3, there were two buzz things going on when people talked about MKX. Not only were they talking about how great it looked and everything, and how it was a new version of Mortal Kombat, but the 2 things that everyone mentioned was, my God, you gotta see Cassie Cage's X-ray. It's fucked up, you know, and it is fucked up. You know, she hits the guys in the balls, and you see the 2 little balls go and explode, you know, and every guy was just like, oh damn, you know, fuck, you know. And the other thing that they all talked about was seeing Scorpion's fatality at E3. And I remember I had all these E3 videos saved. And they're still on my computer. I had them all saved. And in one of the videos, they're like, can we see Scorpion's fatality? And the guy's like, I think it was Paulo. He was like, yeah, we can do that. But they never did it in the video. And I downloaded every single fucking E3 video from GameSpot, IGN, didn't matter from who. And no one had the Mortal Kombat X Scorpion fatality. And everyone was talking about it. Those who were at E3 were talking about how fucking gory this fatality was. And then a few weeks went by and I found that someone had dodgily filmed it. I don't know how they got away with that, because they were kind of on it at that E3. They were stopping everyone from filming, but somehow someone got a cell phone in there and filmed Scorpion's fatality. So for ages I had this really dodgy cell phone video of it, you know, and basically Scorpion, you know, he throws the fireball through them, makes the hole, and then the heart like falls down into the hole, so you know, and then the guy drops to his knees, and then like, whoopah, you know, just cuts their fucking face off, you know, the face like just falls off like that, and then they fall to the ground. Doesn't stop there, the fucking little brain falls out of the brain cavity like that, and the tongue's like, the degree of this fatality. This fatality is messed up on so many fucking levels. It's so violent, it's so detailed in the gore, and like, whereas like most Mortal Kombat fatalities are like, okay, I cut him in half and that's it. Whereas this fatality is like, I put a hole in his chest and then the heart falls down, then you think he's gonna like rip the heart out or something, but he doesn't. Then he cuts his face off and then the brain falls out, and then all these like things happen. Like, this fatality is just the most messed up, disturbed, fucking insane, disgusting fatality I've ever seen in Mortal Kombat, and that's why it's my fucking favourite. Number 1, baby. Nothing has ever topped that as a Mortal Kombat fatality. It is the most gruesome fatality ever, and we all love it.
Finish him! Scorpion wins. Fatality.
So I hope you liked my top 5. I'm going to be honest, this video was going to be another Mortal Kombat Conquest review. I've actually shot and edited that review, but what was happening was something unexpected happened. When I put the first Conquest review up, it was straight away blocked, which has never happened. When I put the second review up, it was straight away blocked, and this has never happened with me putting up Mortal Kombat Conquest reviews. And I basically had to file a dispute saying it's fair use, it's a review, you can't block it, which unblocks the video, but it's then under review for a month. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you've got a YouTube account, the one thing you never do is have 3 videos under review, because if they decide that they're gonna reject your disputes and you get 1, 2, 3 rejections, they can then turn into copyright strikes, and if you get 1, 2, 3 copyright strikes, channel TotalMK disappears. So what I've had to do is, I was going to do all 3 reviews, you know, and now I can't. So this video, the video is shot and edited. I just have to wait for those first 2 reviews to either be cleared or not. They'll usually just clear because they are reviews and they're covered under fair dealing. So you have to wait a month for that to happen. So next month I'll upload the last Conquest review. Yeah, I've just got to be careful with these videos this month, because, you know, like, the copyright can be, you know, can be annoying. I put up the Mortal Kombat album review last night, you know, and that had some copyright issues too, but it was only blocked in Germany, and it wasn't a dispute, it was just blocked in a certain location, and you can leave that like that. So for now I will just leave it like that. You got to be careful with the audio. With anything, music is the hardest thing on YouTube. That's the hardest thing to combat and battle. I've had a lot of issues in the past with music companies blocking things, and then you try and even dispute it, and they'll still knock back your dispute even though you're allowed to use it, you know, in fair dealing and that. Yeah, I always have a lot of problems with music companies. They're the worst. UMG and fucking Sony and all them, you know. Even Warner Brothers are guilty, Water Tower Records or whatever. Any music company, they're the worst to deal with. Anyway, so I just wanted to put that here, a little bit of an update. This was going to be a different video. I had to, at the 11th hour, put this top 5 in here, you know, because, yeah, that's how it goes. But we'll get that Mortal Kombat Conquest review out next month for you guys, and you'll get to see how it ends. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another YouTube video. Peace.